What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Moon in Partner's 10th house in Synastry. So, this is for anybody that has Moon in their partner's 10th house, or vice versa. Okay, if somebody has their Moon falling into your 10th house. So, this is going to be very, very similar to the Moon Saturn aspect. Okay, Moon conjunct Saturn, per se. Also, this is going to be also very similar to if you have Moon in Capricorn, okay, in a composite chart, a Davidson chart, even a Synastry chart, right? This could be very similar to something like this. It gives it that kind of vibe. So let's jump into it. What is the Moon? The Moon is linked to Cancer. It rules over the 4th house in the natal birth chart. So when you're thinking about the Moon, you are thinking about your emotions, your instincts. Okay, a lot of times in astrology, they say that the Moon shows your true self. Okay, almost like it's kind of hidden. People can't really get to your Moon sign unless they know you, unless it is in a sign where it's going to be absolutely out there. Okay, let's say maybe the 1st house, Moon in Aries, where it could be very, very hard for you to hide your emotions and your feelings when you're feeling that kind of way. But just in general, the Moon is linked to your mother and the way that you perceived her to have raised you, the way that you feel like she raised you. Okay, the way you viewed it. It also has to deal with your ancestors. It has to deal with past lives. It has to deal with the home life, domestic life. So now when we're speaking about the 10th house, the 10th house is the opposite house and opposite sign from Cancer. Okay, so it is opposite when we're speaking about this. So we already know that this is going to be some kind of placement to have in Synastry. So the 10th house has to deal with ambition. It has to deal with goals, being driven, leaving a legacy behind, public eye, being in the public eye, your career, being an entrepreneur, business owner. Okay, so this all has to deal with status, reputation, popularity on the work front. Okay, so let's jump into this. So this is a rare pairing and becomes chaotic. Both people involved may find it hard to relate well with each other. When coming together, it may be cool, but over a course of time, all that coolness may turn into a block of ice. You two may become enemies. Okay, this is something to absolutely look out for when this pops up in Synastry. Because this is a rare pairing, these people can have the ability to be cool with each other, have fun with each other. Don't get me wrong, but what could go on and take place is over a course of time, the emotional states of both people, okay, can be a little like stale, like a block of ice, becoming enemies, not being cool for periods of times, and then being cool again and not being cool again. But there is some level of feeling like this person may betray you or has betrayed you or crossed the line with you at some point in this pair. So usually the 10th house person is a enemy to the Moon person in some kind of way. The Moon person may become dissatisfied with the 10th house person's way of showing affection and care. Okay, so why would it be that the 10th house person is an enemy to the Moon person? Okay, it could be several different things. The 10th house person can admire the Moon person for their hard work and dedication, their work ethic, how they get it out the mud, how they're grinding, how they're focused, how they're driven, how they put things together, how people like them, how they're popular. Okay, so it's several different things that could go on and take place why the 10th house person can begin to think and feel like the Moon person is their enemy. Okay. Also, moving on. So this can be some kind of business relationship, as it doesn't really indicate a loving relationship. So this could definitely pop up more so in friendships, one-on-one dealings with people. Okay, a co-worker, somebody that you know, but not so much a relationship. Now, if this pops up in a relationship, okay, this is going to be a little difficult because you're going to feel like your partner could be your enemy, or maybe they're competing with you or competing against you. You see what I'm saying? So the 10th house person may feel as though the moon person is criticizing, belittling, or even shunning them. Okay, so the 10th house person may be a support system. However, this can swing back and forth. All right, it can swing both ways as well. Both people could actually be a support system for one another. Okay, even though it's going to be times where you may feel like you're being criticized. You may feel like they're belittling you or making you feel these ways. Okay, but you have to understand that these are all like feelings, opposed to what may actually be. This is how somebody else is perceiving it and taking it. So the 10th house person may feel emotional when the moon person is away from them. Examples: working, spending time with their partner, chilling with their other friends. They could become envious. They can become annoyed. They can feel like other people are stepping in, taking your time away, whether it's people or things. Okay, now let's say that y'all related and this shows up. Okay, let's say that your sisters or whatever the case may be, one of the sisters could get mad because you always going to work, or you're always spending time with your other friends, or you're always spending time with your man. See what I'm saying? Things like this can go on and take place. So now the 10th house person begins to feel like the moon person no longer wants to spend time with them, picking other people and hobbies or their career over the house person. So this can build up a lot of resentment. This is a huge indicator of feeling a lot of resentment in the connection. Okay. Also with this, so your person's life is now public. These two may be a unhappy power couple. So if this is a committed relationship, this can be an unhappy power couple where, yes, they get the money, they get the bread together. Okay, they're very well off, they're wealthy, but they're not happy with each other. Okay, which opens up the door for people to step out on a relationship and do other things. Have side chicks. Somebody here, if you're in a relationship, you might have another side piece, and it might be like that with the other person too. Why? Because it's not fulfilling emotionally. So this placement is lacking emotional stability. So these two people, emotional state is not balanced. The house person usually pushes buttons on the moon person. Okay, so the house person knows how to do this very, very well. They push the buttons to them. Now, this can be intentional, but it doesn't have to be intentional. Okay, both people may hate that they met each other. Okay, this is another caution. Once coming into counter with these people, you may feel like over time, I wish I never met you. Okay, my life was better without you stepping into my life. Why did I even meet you? And then you may even know the reason why you met this person and still have a lot of resentment. Okay, a lot of loss. Okay, could be entwined with this. Okay, loss of a friendship, loss of love, loss of money, loss of possessions. Okay, a lot of different things play out here. So this is a very difficult one to have if you have this. This can also lead to giving up something or losing so much due to the connection. This may include possessions, property, money, having to separate from family, friends, even pets, a dog, a cat. You see what I'm saying? Over a course of time. So now also, what can go on and take place here is that the house person doesn't really care about how the moon person feels on any type of level. Okay, the house person doesn't really care about how the moon person feels on any type of level, which is very, very interesting to even grasp when you're thinking about things like that. Okay, you don't care how I even feel on an emotional level. That's a goddamn problem. So now many conflicts can go on and take place due to this connection. Okay, as well as violence. Okay, or police being called, okay, to the scene. Why? Because One person doesn't really care about the other person's emotions. All right, they don't care about all of that, and the other person does. You see what I'm saying? But then over a course of time, nobody may care about each other's feelings at all. All right, so if you have this, please be cautious. Please be alert and please be aware. Okay, I do have the cosmic sale going on the birth chart, career chart, transit chart, and synastry chart. So for the birth chart, it is 135. Career chart is 135. Transit chart is 135, and synastry charts are 165. If you are a Libra, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, for a birth chart it will be 110, a career chart it will be 110, a transit chart it will be 110, and a synastry chart it will be 140. Okay, so if you're a Libra, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, you will be saving $75 off. If you're not that and you get this sale, you'll be saving $50 off. This sale did start September 23rd, 2023, and it ends December 21st, 2023. So if you are interested, you can hit me up. I will have all the information in the description below. My phone number is 516-738-6042. So anybody want to donate to the channel, please feel free. Anybody want to send a super thanks or anything like that, you can also do that. I appreciate each and every one of you. So this is the Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening. Love is love, peace, and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.